Hey guys, how's it going? So this video is going to be talking about Medmen. Is Medmen a buy? Is it a sell? Medmen stock analysis. Is Medmen a stock a buy or a sell? I guess that's going to be the title of the video. I just made that up a minute ago. But anyways, I believe that, as long as the stock market stays healthy and it keeps rallying, I believe that these cannabis stocks won't drop. But if somehow the stock market decides to do a reversal and starts crashing and pulls back and makes a new leg down to 21,000, so a 6,000 points drop, then the weed market will crash again and everything will pull back down with the stock market. At least this is what I believe. I believe we're having a melt up right now. I don't think we'll receive any volatility until maybe the back half of the year or even possibly in 2020. But I believe that the stock market is going to have a melt up and going to continue the rally. So we're going to be talking about possible cannabis stocks to invest into for the big operators in the US, and is Medmen even a buy? So Medmen Q2 revenue projects to grow 40% from prior quarter to $29.9 million. I believe this is $29.9 million US. This would prove them to make more money than Afria, because Afria is $22 million while Medmen is $29.9 million per quarter in the US, which is a pretty decent amount of money. I guess just right behind Aurora and Canopy. So Medmen, the reason why Medmen stock is down right now is because the CFO sues the marijuana retail Elijah's CEO using his piggy bank. On the bottom it says the complaint alleges, I can't say that Medmen made payments to bolster the stock price, violates federal campaign finances law, and serves as personal piggy bank for Briner, paying the CEO custom Cadillacs, therapists, and armed guards, and home renovations. In his complaint, for former CFO James Parker also says that the Heard Bierman uses racial I can't even say it, and anti-gay I can't even say that, aimed at employees and others. Parker sues Medmen in a Los Angeles state court on January 29th and seek millions in damage that he was effectively demoted and terminated in November 2018. So this guy who's suing Medmen, I don't know how much money he's suing him for. They just say millions in damages. So even if this guy was successful to sue Medmen, I don't think he's gonna get more than $10 million. I think he's gonna get between $1 to $10 million. If there's any more than that, that would be, I guess, a concern. But even like $10 million loss from this lawsuit is a setback for Medmen. I don't think it's gonna completely bankrupt the company. It's gonna completely shut down the company. I think that this whole lawsuit is just an opportunity to buy Medmen. At least it's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Medmen does have a lot of debt, but out of all the companies, Medmen is pretty damn cheap right now. They haven't had the big rally like the rest of the cannabis stocks because of this whole lawsuit going on in the company. Kira, like as you can see, Kira is back to his near all-time highs of almost $11 since it IPO'd. It's pulling back really nicely. Kira is one of the bigger companies. Kira is better than Medmen in the fact that Kira has more cash in the bank, but I guess cash don't really matter right now because I'm gonna explain why. Acreage Holdings is the biggest company in America, at least in statewide operated. They have access to more states than any cannabis companies in the market, and you know, it's doing pretty well. It had a pullback. I bought some of the stock on its pullback, but I think Medmen could pay off way more than Acreage Holdings in the future. And Acreage Holding has a problem. If you want to buy any of Acreage Holdings, you need US dollars. But Acreage Holdings is one of my top picks. I am planning to add to my position to Acreage Holdings as it drops. GTI, Green Thumb Industry, also another stock that is performing kind of well. I didn't do too much on GTI, Green Thumb Industry, because you know, but they are a big state operator. They have a lot of stores. They have a lot of cultivation facility. Ianthus is another big player in the States. They are a multi-state operator. They are, in theory, one of the cheaper operators when it comes to market cap. They are just right behind Medmen, because even if they had that rally, but Ianthus Holdings does have one small problem. The biggest problem is they don't have a huge amount of cash to continue their strategy, continue growing as a company. The cash position is very small compared to, let's say, GTI or Acreage Holdings or Kira Stock and Medmen. Medmen, I think, even has more cash than Ianthus, but Medmen has a bigger market cap than Ianthus too. True Eve Cannabis Corp. True Eve is, how do you say it, performing pretty good. It's not going back to its all-time highs, but True Eve, and it's not a multi-state operator. They are only in Florida, but I just want to bring up True Eve because they're the one of the very few companies that are profitable in the United States. Every earnings they come out with, they are profitable, and all these companies are having the earnings probably sometime next week, or possibly near the end of February, or maybe into March, early March or late February. I think this is when True Eve, Ianthus, GTI, Acreage Holdings will have their earnings. Now to the point where maybe why Ianthus doesn't really need to raise capital is because of this. So I'm gonna go with this article saying that most banks won't touch the legal marijuana business because it's still federally illegal. But then Congress urges to fully open U.S. bank system to marijuana business. So bank officials and others urges Congress on Wednesday to fully open the doors for U.S. banking system to legal marijuana industries. That a change that supports will reduce crime risk. And so basically, banks want to loan money to these big to cannabis operators in the U.S., but right now they're scared because they don't want the federal government to interfere when they do loan these big companies money to operate. So Ianthus will really benefit from, you know, the U.S. banks opening their debt, so Ianthus can borrow money to operate. True Eve will also benefit big time from this. Medmen already has a huge amount of debt, but you know, they will benefit too. Same with Acreage Holding and Kira, would give them kind of an unlimited amount of cash to operate, I guess, grow as a company in the US. So it, you know, borrowing money from the bank is very important. Debt is a good way to grow your company without diluting your shareholders. So I believe that if the government ever actually decides to allow U.S. banks to lend money to marijuana businesses, would be a huge deal in the future moving forward, and I believe eventually it will happen. So let's let's end it off with some corporate presentation from Medmen. Let's see what new Medmen Corporation. They have very nice presentation, as you can tell. Right now, Medmen addresses 50% of the U.S. population. They are operating in 12 states, 77 retail stores, and 16 cultivation facilities, which is pretty good because they grew really big because they acquired PharmaCann for $380 million. California is one of the biggest states, and you know they have already made quite a big achievement in California. These are all the retail locations, all the stores. Florida, they're pretty developed in. California, they're pretty developed in. New York, starting to develop in. These three are pretty big. Nevada's pretty big too. 3 stores in Nevada. That's kind of small in my opinion. I think they have like 2 of them in Las Vegas, which is pretty smart, I guess. Acquisition time. Oh, this is pretty cool. This is like a map of all their progress of them acquiring all the companies. This is pretty cool update. I actually personally have not seen any of the, like, I have not gone through this presentation before actually making this video. 10.2. So far, I haven't seen anything worth talking about so far. They make $6,188 average per square foot at the Medmen stores, which is pretty damn good, I have to say. They're comparing themselves to Starbucks, to Apple, to Tiffany. They're saying that they make more money per square foot than Apple. That's impressive in my opinion. So yeah, 60% gross margins. Really? I gotta look more in depth in that. In-home delivery. That's pretty cool. They have a custom. They deliver to you. That's pretty cool. I have to say that's pretty cool. I've been to their stores. I bought some vaporizers from them. I bought some pre-rolls from them. They do look like they have very nice packaging. The store does look really professional. I've been in it. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. That's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this content. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.